Alright, here we are. Welcome to the West Coast. Now I'll turn some light on so you can see me. We have a special guest today. This is Shannon from Australia. Say hi to the folks in TV land.
Hello, mate.
And to my right there's Ant. There you go. You might remember Ant from such movies as Catch 100 Sea Perch in One Day and 2 Groper. But we're here duck shooting. Well, we're not duck shooting, we're hunting. Well, we're not actually duck hunting, we're duck ambushing. We found another low fit area after a bit of a dismal day yesterday where we only shot no ducks. We had a shot at 2, we had a shot at 3, but we didn't hit any. Well, Ant missed them actually. Ant missed the easy one and I missed the hard ones. So today I'm on the video camera. I may even steal Ant's gun for a shot or 2 if they start pouring in. A bit of luck. We found there was about 30 ducks on here yesterday, so there should be a few coming in today. And it's mid-season, so I'm hoping that there'll be a few more people out shooting today in the valley. Yes, and we'll get a few more ducks in the air. It's windy, it's cold, a light frost, and it's going to be an absolute pearl a day. And then this afternoon we're going to go look for a chamois. Stay tuned. Oh, one down, was he? Where did he go?
He went down.
Went down.
He went down to the flat and he didn't go down dime.
We're into it. It's getting on in the morning. The sun's just starting to come up, starting to get light. We've got plenty of seagulls flying over us. We've had about 6 mallards and 6 parries flying. The boys have winged 2. They're out there somewhere over there cruising around, and they've been a couple of misses too. Those last 2 that come in were the first I could get on camera, and one of them went down on the rocks over there, so we'll take Oi for a walk afterwards and find it. But I don't know where the other blimmin' 26 have gone, or 24. We all got up and started walking around, complaining about how cold it was and whatnot. There was no ducks, and a mob of 5 just flew over. They're coming real low, and then saw us and flared up and gone. We all got excited again and hunkered back down, but I don't know if we're going to see any more. I'll wait till that sun pokes up over the horizon, then we'll pull pin, I think. Maybe another 20 minutes. We just had another mob fly over, but we're just not camouflaged enough now with that sun coming up. It's too light. We're sticking out like dog's balls. We don't have any kind of shelter or brush to hide us. So I think we're just going to pull pin and bugger off. Woo, cup of tea time.
Cozy mowing.
Turns out Ant's taken us the wrong way. We got Ant just turned around and had a bit of a go in here. Fair call. I didn't actually say, excuse me, you're going the wrong way, but we suddenly realised that we are going the wrong way. And we've missed the track we want to be on. We're going on the nature walk, not on the hunting trail. Shortcut. Maybe a long cut, we don't know yet. But we're off the main trail. I figured if we just cut across the hill here, it'd be easier than going all the way down and then back up, but we'll see about that. I think that might have been a long cut. Shannon's brought his snake-proof gaiters along. Someone's given him the heads up about this particular area in New Zealand. They working? I can't help it, I've got to take the piss out of the Aussie. That'll probably carry on for the next couple of days. It turns out it was actually the Aussie that said, hey, are we going the wrong way? And I agreed and said, yeah, I think you're right actually. And then we looked at the map. We've definitely been this way before. I recognise that route. We had to step around. So my shortcut actually just brought us onto the same trail. Instead of zigzagging all the way down the hill, we just went straight along the ridge and dropped down. Well, we're back on the track. There's a marker right here. And as you can see, certainly isn't a well-maintained dock track. I've got a sneaking suspicion we're on the high water track, and then hopefully pretty soon we're going to come across a real track, because it's just pretty rough going at the moment. Bloody hell. I've never been up here before, but I've flown over the top in a helicopter and seen a lot of chamois, so I know that there's chamois up here. I figured today we'll go check it out. Today's the day we finally go to the secret chamois spot. 20 minutes later, look at this. Back on the main highway. I tell you what, it's a good thing we brought Shannon along, or me and Ant would still be doing the nature walk, holding hands, skipping through the forest. I've just had a request from Mr. Link, who was bringing up the rear, to edit the Ant got us lost shit out. What were the words?
Yeah, something along those lines.
He said clearly it was my fault. It was my fault. I said let's this way, and I started off in the lead, and then Ant charged on past us. So it was me who set us on the path of destruction. I believe it was possibly Ant that set me on the path of destruction back in my early teenage years, though. There was a lot more destruction than this, I can tell you that. We used to have this old 1962 Datsun that Ant and another mate of mine, Rob, brought, and it had a big hole in the front floor, front passenger side, and we used to, bit of a hard case, we had an old Waratah in the front of the Datsun, and every time we picked up someone who hadn't been with us before, we pretended we didn't have any brakes going down hills, and whoever was sitting in the passenger seat would jam the Waratah through the hole in the floor and go, hang on, and then the driver would give it just enough brakes to get us around the corner going down the hill. Yeah, she was bloody good fun, alright. Especially when we picked up a couple of girls, they'd be screaming in the back seat, carrying on, and one of us would be in the front passenger seat, foot up on the dashboard, just reefing on this Waratah, sparks and shit coming up through the floor. Those were the days. They've 1080'd this area twice in the last 7 years. Have we seen any birds yet?
Not a single bird. Can't hear anything.
It's quiet. It's extremely quiet. No bird life. We haven't seen any birds. Haven't heard any birds. How the Department of Conservation can justify using this poison is beyond me. Anyway, that's my weekly 1080 rant over.
Mate, there's more birds in Australia.
Wait, the what?
More birds in Australia. Like in scrub like this, it's alive.
Yep, in Australia the scrub is alive with birds, and they've got bloody Tasmanian tigers running around all over the place, and wombats and possums and rats and foxes and wild cats and dingoes and more bloody nasty things you can poke a stick at, and the scrub over there is teeming with bird life. Oh, a fantail. Holy shit, look, right there, there's our first bird. Marvellous selection of food today. Crackers, cheese, salami, figs, nuts. I'm so knackered. I've been too much fishing and bloody duck shooting and gallivanting around the world doing survival stuff, not enough hunting. I'm feeling it. We had to stop for a break because Ant was getting a bit knackered. Didn't want him to blow a gasket or anything.
Amazing what Cameron can do, eh?
I know.
Thing of like goes.
There it is, the promised land. stiffening up. Well, we've been glassing for about 15 minutes and haven't seen any chamois. Not one. Not a one. Spot X might even be spot P. But we're going to go dump our shit and then at our campsite, and then we're going to go up the hill, up over here, and have a look at the other faces on the other side, because the sun is on that side of the hill, so it's possible they're on the sunny faces. We'll find them. They're up here. There's a lot of browse up here. Haven't seen any chamois shit, any fresh shit, but there's a lot of browse, so they're here somewhere. Well, we found an ancient Māori house here, possibly Moriori. You can tell by the stonework, and that there is no stonework. They've just piled the rocks on top of each other. They've kind of married it up. We're in the right area. There's fresh shit and fresh prints here, but there's no chamois. Quite surprised we didn't see one standing right here, because there's a real good lookout. We can't quite see below us, so we're going to push around the corner, see if we can see any on those faces. Exciting. They're here somewhere. We're in the right spot. Bugger if I know where they are. We found fresh shit. I've climbed all the way down here to have a look, but I can't see anything. Even chamois. The boys are still up top because I had to climb through this monkey scrub to get there. They're here somewhere, just don't know where. The sun's starting to go down. Oh, that monkey scrub's hard work to climb through. The dog's behind me stuck. She'll get here. And no chamois, still plenty of chamois sign anywhere, but no animals yet. Oh, we just realised we're a long way from camp and it's getting dark. Dog's lost over the edge, yelping and screaming and carrying on. Well, she stopped yelping now, so that means she's on her way back. Look, there's bloody game trails everywhere. God knows where the animals are. They're not in this little part of the mountains. About a 40-minute hour hike back to home, James. It's also started to rain. That dog's still missing down there somewhere. Bloody mongrel. Everyone always says she's a good dog, and I'm always telling him, nope, she's a bloody mongrel, and sure enough, he goes and gets lost. You bloody mongrel. G'day, mate. Hey? Yeah, yes. Now, where's the chamois?
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, you good? Yeah, thought we were going to leave you on the hill, did you? Oh, so far we've walked for 5 hours today. 3 hours with heavy packs, 2 hours with lighter packs, and probably another half an hour back to the hut. I'll tell you what, I am absolutely knackered, shagged. It's stopped raining now. We're still not back at base. So here we are. This is our humble abode. Watch that thing, it's going to go soon. The old jet ball. They ball so quick they all ball over. And unfortunately I think the power's out because the bloody light switch doesn't seem to be working. I don't know what's up then. But we've got some special guests today. I'd like you to meet Ingrid and Paul.
Yeah.
Howdy.
There we go. Ingrid's from China and Paul's from bloody Timbuktu in Africa. And they're over here doing some structural engineering work on the hut. Maybe they're going to fix the bloody light while we're here. Less than ideal conditions this morning. We've awoken to fog, which is not great. We're just going to stumble around the fog, see if we can come up with some. We'll go check out some different bluffs to the one we checked out yesterday. Wind's coming this way, so we'll check out some bluffs on the leeward side and see if there's chamois there. It kind of makes sense that they'd be on that side because of the prevailing northwesterly storms that we've had. So a bit of a cock up there. That iPhone is causing the compass deviate a lot more than my other GPS did. So we've been following a wrong bearing for the last 15 minutes and gone quite a bit off course. I thought with the iPhone in my pocket and the compass out in front of me, that was enough to get the phone away from the compass so it didn't deviate, but I had to give the phone to Ant to hold on to. And now my compass is reading a true bearing. A bit of a cock up, so we've got to climb up this hill. We're in a bit of a rock garden at the moment. The walking track marked on the map is not actually where it says it's supposed to be. We've come to a little bit of a steep face behind us and decided to come out and cut up this ridge, and we're back on the walking track. We still can't see anything. It doesn't look like the cloud's going to clear, but we're halfway towards our destination from the hut, so we figure we'll just keep going, have a look over the edge. The problem is we can only see 50 metres, but we'll keep going and hopefully there'll be a chamois near the top of the lip just under the ridge, and we'll be able to knock one over. If not, we're just going to follow the steep top of the cliff all the way back to the hut. Not much sign up here. Not here, there was on the other side where we went last night, not right here. I've decided to call it because it's just starting to pack in, the wind's starting to pick up, and we're going to go back down the hill to the truck, go have a nice cup of tea, to the pub, play some pool or something. I'm sure glad we didn't fly in. We were actually booked to fly in yesterday into the hills for 5 days, but the chopper pilot reckoned it was going to be clear today as well, but it's not. She's clagged in, so glad we're not stuck in a tent for 5 days. Weir's a bit thin, the old stuck in a tent business. Oh, back down the bloody hill, no animals seen. Seen some fresh prints, some fresh shit. We even saw a print in the track this morning walking up, big buck print, but no chamois. We're throwing the towel in. There we go. There's a few birds up here, a couple of bowbirds. Can hear them. Gee, that 1080 must be bloody working. Come on, get up. Oh, we're getting old, eh? Good dog. Good dog. Made it. Here we are, up in the hills. A couple of stags just on the face opposite us there, so I might get the lens out and see if we can find them. They ran under the scrub, but we should be able to pick them up again. Didn't see any tahr or chamois running everywhere, but they've got to be up here somewhere. Big country. Big country. My legs are pretty sore. I blew a couple of gaskets walking down the hill the other day. The big gut buster. So I've got pulled muscles in my quads and my bloody calves. Shannon on the other hand is feeling fit as a fiddle, so I might just have to drink tea from camp and send him up the hill. But look at this country, mate, unbelievable. Well, we've just spied our first 2 animals. We've been here about 15 minutes glassing here. Actually we saw 2 as we fly in, we saw 2 stags on the other side there, but we've just found our first 2 chamois, and they're over that first ridge where the cloud's packing in on that second ridge. So we're going to find something, we'll try to find something a bit closer because my legs are bloody sore. I don't even know if I'll be able to get that far across. I'll definitely be able to make that first ridge, but whether or not I'll be able to make it all the way across the valley, I do not know. But we found 2 animals. We're going to try to find some closer ones. We haven't set up camp yet. I don't know if we're going to set up camp before we go hunting or what. We probably will make it a bit easier for us when we come back. But yeah, it's good. 2 animals. Try to find a closer one. I was kind of hoping there'd be one just across the valley there from us and we could make a cup of tea and shoot it while we were drinking our tea, but that chamois hunting got to put in the hard yards.